Tonight the football world woke to a blow no one wanted. Gavi, the electric teenager who has become the heartbeat of Barcelona's midfield, will be out for 4 to 5 months after a knee operation uncovered far more damage than anyone expected. What began as a routine procedure turned into a lengthier nightmare when club surgeons discovered complications during the operation. Instead of the short break the player himself had hoped for, the diagnosis now demands a prolonged spell on the sidelines. The human angle here is as stark as the sporting fallout. According to reports, club staff, family and his inner circle waited until he fully regained consciousness before telling him the full extent of what had been found during surgery, and the reaction was immediate and visceral. Those who have seen Gavi's raw passion on the pitch also saw him crumble in those first hours, an emotional collapse that underlines how much this moment means for a player who has already shouldered so much expectation. Alejandro Echevarria sat with him late into the night at the hospital. Head coach Hansi Flick made a bedside visit. Teammates and fans elsewhere struggled to reconcile the image of a combative young midfielder bounding across Camp Nou with the shaken figure leaving the hospital for home. On the field, the implications are immediate and uncomfortable. Barcelona lose not only technical quality, Gavi's pressing, energy and blend of tenacity with clever passing are rare, but a personality around whom parts of the tactical plan are built. Flick now faces a series of urgent choices. Who steps up to replace that relentless engine in the middle? Do they reshuffle positions, call on rotation options, or look externally if the market allows? Even before this setback, squad depth in certain areas had been a talking point. Now it becomes a stress test. Fans will worry about balance. Will Barca lose bite without Gavi? Will the team adapt to different shapes that lessen the dependency on one mercurial teenager? Those are practical, immediate questions, but they come alongside the longer arc. Gavi is a young player still developing technically, physically and mentally, and a 4 to 5 month recovery is not merely a gap in availability. It's a developmental interruption that can have knock-on effects on form, confidence and trajectory. There is also a psychological story unfolding. For a player who has battled previous injuries and who has shouldered huge expectations from day one, this is a test of resilience. The way Barcelona and his inner circle manage that process, from clear communication to compassionate rehab to measured public messaging, will shape not just the timeline but his ultimate return. The visits from senior figures were more than photo opportunities. They were signals that the club recognizes the weight of the moment and intends to support him. At the same time, the club must answer strategic questions. Do they protect him from external pressure, regulate his public exposure, and ensure his rehab is gradual and comprehensive rather than rushed by competitive urgency? The wrong decision here can cost long-term outcomes. The right decision could help him return as strong as ever. We should also think about the season-level consequences. Barcelona will likely have to adjust rotation plans and may need to prioritize certain competitions differently if midfield resources become stretched. Opponents will sense a vulnerability and may seek to exploit any short-term imbalance, while Flick must juggle between winning immediate matches and protecting the squad over months. For supporters and pundits, the conversation inevitably turns to contingency plans. Which academy prospects can step up? Which signings could plug the gap? Which tactical tweaks might blunt the loss? All of these questions will be debated in press rooms, social feeds and training grounds in the coming days. But they all start with the uncomfortable fact that a major piece of Barca's midfield puzzle is off the board for an extended period. Looking ahead, what will fans need to monitor? First, official medical updates that outline the precise rehab stages and any setbacks. Second, how training sessions evolve as other midfielders are asked to carry more minutes. Third, any signals from the club about transfer market activity or tactical experiments. For Gavi himself, progress reports will reveal not just physical healing, but mental adaptation, confidence, sharpness and trust in his knee will be as crucial as any scan. This story is still developing, and the headlines in the coming weeks will reveal how well Barcelona respond on and off the pitch. For now, the mood is heavy. A young star facing his toughest test, a squad forced into urgent adaptation, and a season that just became a lot more uncertain because of a single brutal medical discovery.